Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna, and by the title you can tell that this video is going to be about the necessity of being quiet, especially in this season. The Lord wants a lot of you guys to be quiet in this season because one, he's doing a lot of things in your life, and two, these things are premature. They're not ready for people to know about them yet. They're not in the stage where they're strong enough for people to know what the Lord is doing. He doesn't want you to speak on these things because, as I said, they're still growing. It's not completed. Yes, he has done something wonderful in your life and you want to share it and you're so excited and you want your close friends to know, your family. You want to share the testimony of what the Lord is doing, but there's going to be a time for that. And the season is not the time because the Lord is not finished yet. And when you prematurely speak on these things, then it cancels out everything else that the Lord is doing, or delaying everything else that the Lord is doing in your life. When a mother have a child prematurely, there's a lot of it's easier for that child to be sick. There's a lot of health issues. The child have to stay in the hospital a lot longer. It's delayed in coming home. That's the same thing with the things that God is doing in your life right now. He wants you to be quiet. And an example for this is the story of Joseph. The story of Joseph in Genesis. God gave Joseph a dream, and Joseph told out of excitement, he told his brothers, he told his father, he told them all, okay? But it wasn't time for him to release that dream. And therefore, him telling them, his brothers got envious. They got annoyed. They were tired of what he was saying. They were just jealous, okay? And then they ended up kidnapping Joseph and selling Joseph to the Egyptians. And that's why Joseph ended up in slavery. Now, the Lord's promises still came true, and the Lord still used it for his goodness. He taught Joseph a lot of things through the process, but it was delayed. And mind you, when Joseph shared these things, he was pretty young. So it's not like he was going to be where he is, or I don't think he was going to be where he is as he was young. But a lot of those things that he went through didn't have to happen if he was quiet. And the Lord, it's good that you want to share these things to people, and it's good that you want to celebrate the excitement, but not everyone wants to hear what the Lord is doing for you. Not everyone is happy for you. It could be someone that is really close to you, someone that you love and you think that loves you, but they don't want the best for you. A lot of times we have people close to us that honestly don't want the best for us. They're envious, they're jealous, they just don't have good intentions. A lot of the times they may have good intentions, but the spirit attached to them, might be a monitoring spirit attached to them, and the enemy is using them as a host to retrieve information from you so that he can plan and come up with different attacks and schemes to come in and intervene and stop the plans that God wants for your life. So be careful with that. Another example is Delilah, who was I'm looking down at my notes, but who was a monitoring spirit. So Delilah kept going to Samson for his weakness so that she can go back and give the information to the Philistines so that they could come in and use that against him so that they can defeat him. She was a monitoring spirit. She was only there to destroy Samson. She was used to destroy Samson. She was used to monitor Samson so that they can destroy Samson. So as I said, it'll be people that you love. It can be people that you're close to, people that you never think that's gonna betray you. Right now, God is saying, just be with me. Right now, talk to me, spend time with me. There will be a time where you can go and talk to them about it, but it's not best for you to do it right now. It's not in your best intention, and you have to learn how to be quiet. We have to learn how to be quiet, especially in this season. God is doing a new thing in your life. God is shifting things. God is just doing something that he's never done before in your life, but you have to be quiet, because the moment you speak, you're canceling these things out. It's not time, it's premature. And it's not even just about, people are going to monitor or try to cancel. People can also spiritual warfare. People talk into your plans and they try to switch your focus, and now they speak into your situation, say, oh no, that's not a good idea, don't do that. Oh, God is telling you to do this, but you don't have no money, why would you move this and this where? Or don't do it like this, do it a certain way. But it's like, God told you to do this, you know the direction that God has given you, but since you're telling other people, they have this, now you have a different voice in your mind that's bringing forth confusion and doubt and just fear, that which God did not intend for you to have in the first place, which is why he told you. God told you the promise. He didn't tell them the promise. So it's okay that they don't understand. It's okay that that they might not see it the way that you see it. But that's why it's crucial not to tell anyone right now, and trust that the Lord is leading you, because you don't want people to speak different ideas in your mind, and now you're frustrated and you're anxious and you don't know what to do. So it's very, very important to keep it to yourself, because you don't want different situations and direction and things from coming from people that God didn't even speak to in the first place. Even if it could be your pastors, it could be mentors, it could be these things. If God did not tell you to speak to them about, obviously it's good to go to wise counsel and seek wise counsel, but if you feel in your spirit, no, I should not say this, I cannot talk about these things, there's going to be things, God's going to give you discernment. Ask God for discernment of who you can go to and talk to about these things that he's doing. And he will put certain people in your heart to speak to. There will be people that he wants you to talk to, and sometimes there's a season where he doesn't want you to speak to anybody, and it might be feeling lonely, but you're gonna understand why it had to be done that way. And maybe they might get frustrated, like, how you moved and you didn't tell me, how you got a car and you didn't tell me, and you do this and do that and you didn't tell me. They might feel offended that you didn't come to them, but just let them know, hey, the Lord has commanded me not to say anything, and I have to listen and obey the Lord's voice. But at the end of the day, we answer to God and not man. Man will be just fine, but we have to listen to God so that we can walk in his purpose, his perfect plan for our life. So so it's in the infant stage, it's in the baby stage right now. It hasn't grown strong enough for you to be able to spread it to people. You don't want them to cancel it out. You don't want them to bring for doubt in your mind, and now you want to give up and you don't even want to walk in it anymore, because you feel like now you don't feel like it's God, but it's just spiritual warfare, because you've spread it to everybody that you don't need to spread it to. And now you're like, oh, maybe God didn't tell me this, maybe this and that. And there's a lot of people that's not going to be happy for you. There's just a lot of people that don't want you to see you elevate. They don't want you to see you do better than them. They might be praying for that situation that you're in right now, and by you telling them, they are speaking bad over where God is taking you, and you're just speaking negativity over it. Just remember that it is you and the Lord in this season, and it's time for you to be quiet. Not everything needs to be talked about or speak about when it happened, when it just happened. Yes, you might feel, oh dang, it already happened, now I can share my testimony. No, the Lord is not finished. He's not finished. There's a lot of things that he has told you that he's going to do in this season, and it's all attached and it's linked. He's not finished. He is not finished. They're all linked together. So you have to be quiet. And this is something that I'm currently working on. This message is for me as well, to be quiet, because I'd be so excited, and I'm like, dang, this person will be excited for me too. I need to share it so they can pray for me and cover me. No. Because the thing is, the enemy is not all knowing. So he used people and hosts to listen. He's not all knowing. He's not all knowing. So he used people to try to get into your head, to try to get you to talk. There's people that randomly come into your life and say, hey, how's your life doing? Just to monitor you, just to see where you're at, so the enemy can get information. But know that the Lord is on your side. He's directing you, and he has a plan. But you have to be quiet. That's all I wanted to say today. I really, really hope that you guys take heed. Go to the secret place and pray, and ask God for guidance, instructions, and, pray that he helps you to be quiet and to be silent. Fast if you need to. But yeah, just obey the Lord's voice. You know what the Lord is telling you to do, and you know that you feel convicted when you do share it with people. You know that you're not supposed to, Ask God to help you hold your tongue. Anyways, I will talk to you guys in the next video. I really hope that you were encouraged by this word. I pray that the Lord bless you and keep you and watch over you and guide and instruct you. And thanks again for watching. Bye.